How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. What happens when a narcissist loses their grade A supply, their number one supply, their best supply? What happens when a narcissist loses their narcissistic supply, their sweetheart, their best sweetheart, their best babe? What happens when a narcissist loses their grade A supply, their best babe, their best supply, their narcissistic supply? That is the sweetheart of their sweetheart. They are things that happen. When you talk about a grade A supply, it is the most preferred source of validation and admiration. It can trigger a range of reactions and behaviors when a narcissist loses this grade A supply. Grade A supply is the narcissist's primary source of attention, admiration, and validation. So, number one thing that happens when a narcissist loses their best supply, their babe, their grade A supply, it is desperation. Despite the narcissist's outward confidence, narcissists have these fragile egos that they are easily wounded. Losing a grade A supply, losing a primary source of narcissistic supply, can lead to feelings of depression and worthlessness, because the narcissist will struggle to cope with that loss of validation. When the narcissist loses their grade A supply, they quickly latch onto a new source of attention and validation. They will quickly hold on to a new supply. They will idolize this new catch, this new babe, this new sweetheart, and put them on a pedestal. They will love bomb them. They will shower them with affection in an attempt to fill the void left by the previous supply. They will do this to fill that void left by grade A supply. Now, when a narcissist loses grade A supply, they will swing into narcissistic rage. They'll be in denial. Of course, they'll be depressed. They'll be anxious. They will be in pain. They'll be very disappointed. They will panic. They will obsess over getting that supply back. They'll want to hoover that grade A supply back. They'll blame others for the loss. They'll also try to seek revenge. They'll gaslight that grade A supply. They might use many manipulative tactics to regain control. Remember, narcissists are very envious and jealous people. They will be extremely jealous once they lose that grade A supply. They'll be jealous of whoever is now the supply. They'll be jealous of whoever is with that new supply, that grade A supply. They'll feel empty and lost. They'll act out impulsively. They will self-destruct. In short, they'll indulge into self-destructive behavior. They will start abusing substance. They'll engage in risky activities. They will start lying compulsively because they've lost that grade A supply. They will play the victim. They will pretend not to care. They will stalk that grade A supply. They'll try to win them back with grand gestures, love bombing them, hoovering them. They will try to go on a smear campaign against that grade A supply. They will seek sympathy from others. They'll start scapegoating someone else for the loss. They will be involved in extreme mood swings. They will engage in self-pity. They'll project their insecurities onto others. When a narcissist loses their grade A supply, they'll engage in self-harm. They'll blow up their own accomplishments to feel better. They'll become overly critical of others. They'll sabotage relationships. They'll feel entitled to the former supply's attention. When a narcissist loses the grade A supply, they'll create drama, confusion, conflict to distract from the loss. They'll become paranoid. They'll experience physical symptoms of stress. They'll develop psychosomatic illnesses. They'll seek validation from multiple sources. They'll become overly clingy with other potential supplies. They'll idealize a new catch, a new potential supply. They'll feel like a failure. They will lose interest in things they used to enjoy. They'll suffer from insomnia. When a narcissist loses grade A supply, they will swing into narcissistic rage. They'll be very angry. They'll react with intense anger when they feel rejected or abandoned by their primary source of narcissistic supply. They may lash out verbally or even physically, blaming the other person for their perceived betrayal. When a narcissist loses their grade A supply, they will be desperate. Losing that grade A supply can trigger feelings of desperation in a narcissist. They may go to great lengths to regain the attention and admiration they crave, such as bombarding the person with messages or trying to win them back with grand gestures. When the narcissist loses grade A supply, they'll try to hoover that grade A supply. Remember, narcissists are known for their cycle of idealization, devaluation, and discard. If they sense that their grade A supply is slipping away, they may resort to hoovering tactics such as love bombing or manipulation to try to regain control over the person and restore their primary source of narcissistic supply. In some cases, losing a grade A supply may lead a narcissist to withdraw from social interactions and isolate themselves from others. They may feel ashamed or embarrassed by the rejection and prefer to lick their wounds in solitude rather than face further rejection from others. When the narcissist loses their grade A supply, they'll develop eating disorders. They'll experience mood swings. They'll feel intense shame. They'll become overly dependent on others. They'll become emotionally numb. They will withdraw from social interactions. They will lose motivation. They'll feel like they're not good enough. They'll experience identity crisis. They'll compulsively seek attention on social media. They'll become overly defensive. When a narcissist loses their grade A supply, they'll ignore the loss and pretend everything is fine. They'll fantasize about getting revenge on the former supply. They'll feel like they've been abandoned. They'll engage in reckless behavior. They'll become overly controlling in other areas of their life. They'll develop narcissistic rage. They'll believe they are superior to everyone else. They'll experience existential dread. They'll feel like they'll never find another supply like the former one. When a narcissist loses their grade A supply, they'll become fixated on becoming or on finding a replacement supply. They'll feel overwhelmed by emotions. They'll experience intrusive thoughts. When a narcissist loses their grade A supply, they'll feel like they're going crazy. They'll experience memory lapses. They'll feel like they've lost their identity. They'll lose faith in humanity. They'll experience difficulty concentrating. They'll feel like they're not worthy of love. They'll become paranoid about being abandoned again. They'll feel like they're unlovable. They'll experience a sense of impending doom. They'll feel like they're always being judged. They'll become hypersensitive to criticism. When a narcissist loses their grade A supply, they'll feel like they'll never be happy again. They'll experience intense cravings for attention. They'll feel like they're worthless. They'll experience mood swings. They'll feel like they're a failure. They'll experience feelings of inadequacy. They'll experience feelings of despair. They'll feel like they're unworthy. They'll feel hopeless. They'll feel like they'll never find happiness. They'll experience feelings of helplessness. They'll feel powerless. They'll feel like they're alone in the world. They'll feel like they're a burden to others. They'll experience feelings of shame. They'll feel like they're a bad person. Now, when a narcissist loses their grade A supply, in short, it can vary depending on the individual. The reactions of the narcissist losing a grade A supply can vary depending on the individual and the circumstances. But many times, when a narcissist loses a grade A supply, it involves a combination of rage, anger, desperation, depression, and manipulation as they try to regain control and preserve their fragile sense of self-worth. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so.